Buhay na hindi ginugugol sa isang malaki at banal na kadahilanan ay kahoy na walang lilim, kundi isang lasong nakakamatay.
The Travel of Rizal. Jose Rizal is the most traveled Filipino in the history. The travel and adventure of Jose Rizal are an important facet of his education and sophistication through which he learned the culture and politics of other countries. First trip abroad, 1882-1887. In the Philippines, May 3, 1882, Rizal left the Philippines. For the first time, he boarded Salvaclora using a passport of Jose Mercado, which was procured for him by his uncle Antonio Rivera. His first trip abroad was bound for Spain. May 9, 1882, the first stopover of Rizal on his way to Spain. Rizal boarded the boat Gemna to continue his trip to Spain. May 18, 1882, it was Rizal's journey to Colombo, Sri Lanka. That was important for him to improve his knowledge of the French language while he on board French ship Gemna.
Noong 1882, nagsimula si Rizal sa kanyang paglalakbay patungong Europe para sana ipagpatuloy ang kanyang pag-aaral. So habang sakay ng barkong Gemna, napadaan si Rizal sa bansang Egypt, kung saan matatagpuan yung tanyag na Suez Canal. So habang naglalayag si Rizal, namangha siya sa mga tanawin na malawak na disyerto, sa mga gusaling Arabe, sa mga iba-ibang lahi ng taong kanyang nakikita doon. Pero saglit lamang siyang nanatili. Isunulat niya sa kanyang talaan ng mga paghanga sa kaibang kultura at kapiligiran ng Egypt. Karaan ng ilang taon, noong 1887, matapos niyang tapusin ang nobelang Noli Me Tangere, naglakbay uli si Rizal patungong Italy para bisitahin yung mga lungsod kagaya ng Venice, Milan, Turin at Rome. Sa Rome, pinagdiwang din ni Rizal doon ang kanyang ika-26 na kaarawan, habang mahanga siya sa mga makasaysayang lugar gaya ng Colosseum, Pantheon at Vatican City. So sa kanyang pagbisita doon, nakita niya yung mga magagandang sining, mga arkitektura, tsaka nakita niya yung mga disiplina ng mga Italyano na nagbigay sa kanya ng inspirasyon bilang isang Pilipinong manlalakbay.
In Hong Kong from late 1891 to mid-1892, Jose Rizal worked as an ophthalmic surgeon and planned to establish a Filipino colony in Bani. He wrote an article in the Constitution for La Liga Filipina and rewarded his family by treating his mother's eye. He also visited the Victoria Gaol to construct the modern British system with the Spanish colonial prisons and wrote about his observation before he returned to the Philippines. And in Hong Kong, Jose Rizal met the Filipino friends like Jose Maria Basa and Balbina Marcio, who welcomed him. He was also accompanied by the Spaniard Jose Saint de Veranda, who was suspected of being a Spanish spy sent to monitor his activity. While in Hong Kong, he later reconnected with his family, who joined him there and worked as an eye surgeon. In Belgium, Jose Rizal wrote his second novel, El Filibusterismo, and published it in Ghent in 1891. While in Brazil and Ghent, he also wrote an article for La Solidaridad, studies medicine, engaged in physical training.
Sa pagpunta ni Jose Rizal sa Spain noong 1882, hindi lamang siya nag-aral kundi may lihim din siyang misyon na obserbahan ang buhay, kultura, batas at kalagayan ng mga bansang Europyo upang maghanda sa paglaya ng Pilipinas mula sa Espanyol. Ginamit niya ang alias na Jose Mercado upang takasan ng mga otoridad at mga praile na nagmamatsyag sa kanya. Nag-aral siya ng medisina sa Universidad Central de Madrid at sumali sa mga samahan ng mga Pilipino sa Spain na naglalayong ipaglaban ang karapatan ng mga Pilipino. Sa Spain, nakilala niya ang iba't ibang tao kabilang ang kanyang matagal na kasintahan na si Leonor Rivero sa Pilipinas at iba pang mga kasamahan sa pakikibaka para sa reforma.
Rizal found peace in Switzerland in 1887 after the controversies surrounding his novel Noli Me Tangere. He admired the Swiss people's discipline, equality, and focus on education. These qualities inspired his vision for a better Philippines. He visited cities like Geneva and Lausanne, where he reflected on the concept of freedom and good governance. In France, particularly in Paris, Rizal pursued studies in ophthalmology under the guidance of Dr. Louise de Wecker, with the goal of helping his mother regain her eyesight. He also drew inspiration from the French ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, which profoundly influenced his writings and reformist ideas. Rizal's time in Switzerland and France shaped his core beliefs that progress stems from education, peace, and justice. These principles are evident in his later works, such as El Filibusterismo and his essay published in La Solidaridad. Rizal's journey serves as a reminder that learning from the world can empower us to improve our own nation. His legacy continues to inspire us to be educated, disciplined, and courageous, and striving for change.
Dumating si Rizal sa Yokohama noong February 28, 1888 at tumuloy muna sa Grand Hotel bago lumipat patungong Tokyo kinabukasan. Nanatili siya sa Tokyo Hotel mula March 2 hanggang March 7 at pagkatapos ay lumipat sa Spanish Legation sa paanyaya ni Juan Perez Caballero, isang diplomat ng Kastila. Bagamat may hinala si Rizal na ito ay isang paraan upang siya'y bantayan, tinanggap pa rin niya ang imbitasyon at naging magkaibigan sila ni Caballero. Hindi naging hadlang ang pagkakaiba ng lengguwahe sapagkat mabilis niya natutunan ang wikang Hapon. Nag-aral din siya ng sining, musika, teatro at maging ng mga sining pandigma tulad ng judo. Bumisita siya sa mga museo, templo, parke at ilang lungsod tulad ng Meguro, Nico at Hakone. Naibigan din niya ang pagtugtog ng musikang klasikal ng isang lokal na banda at laking gulat niya nang malaman niya nakakapagsalita ng Tagalog ang ilang miyembro nito.
On April 16, 1888, Jose Rizal arrived at San Francisco, California. He stayed at the Palace Hotel and spent time observing the city. During his stay, Rizal carefully noted the customs, discipline, and progress of the Americans. He admired their advancement in technology and education but criticized the racial discrimination he witnessed, especially against Asian and people of color. This experience made him reflect deeply on the need for equality and national dignity back home in the Philippines. On May 16, 1888, Rizal arrived at Liverpool, England, and stayed at the Adelphi Hotel. He later moved to London where he spent his time studying and doing research at the British Museum. It was in London where he prepared and published the second edition of Noli Me Tangere. He also began annotating Antonio de Morga's Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas, aiming to highlight the rich culture and advanced civilization of Filipinos before Spanish colonization. Rizal travels were more than journeys across countries. They were more journeys of the mind and spirit. Each place visited broadened his understanding of freedom, equality, and reform values. He would later dedicate his life to for his beloved Philippines.
Dr. Jose Rizal's travels across Europe and Asia were more than just trips. They were journeys of learning and growth. Through his experiences abroad, he discovered new ideas, learned from other cultures, and saw how education and freedom help other nations progress. What inspires most is that even though he was far from home, his heart always remained with the Philippines. He used everything he learned to help his people and to dream for a better, more educated nation. Rizal's journey reminds the real progress starts with knowledge, discipline, and the willingness to make a difference. Jose Rizal's travel abroad was a turning point in his life that greatly influenced his vision for the Philippines. Through his experiences in different countries, such as Spain, France, and Germany, he was able to witness progress, freedom, and the power of education in shaping a nation. These experiences opened his mind to new ideas and inspired him to dream of a reformed and enlightened Philippines. Despite being far from home, his heart remained devoted to his country. The inspiration he gained from his travels led him to write works that awakened the national consciousness of his people.